All right, all right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Fortitude, also known as, I believe Fortitude is also known as Romantic, and Colorful. Colorful has spawned as the red Night Elf over here on the top left-hand side of the map. Fortitude spawning as the blue human over here on the bottom right. Human versus Night Elf in this 1v1 map should be an interesting game. Really looking forward to what these players have in store for us. Looking at how like the assets look on this particular map. I think the buildings actually just sink into the map just a bit more than in Reforged, and that's one of the reasons why. I guess that's one of the complaints about Reforged is that it looks like a mobile game, and that's because the units and the buildings don't they seem to be levitating a little bit more, where like you can just like move buildings around and move things around as opposed to actually sitting on the ground. And you'll hear my thoughts on Reforged. Well, I don't know. Is it official? I should be taking part in a town hall, in Todd's town hall meeting this Wednesday. So for all of you guys who follow Todd, who is going to be one of the casters alongside Remo and Nemo and the Back to Warcraft guys, yep, they are going to be. I'm going to be one of the guests there talking about Warcraft 3 Reforged, talking about balance and things of that particular nature, and hopefully things will stay fresh in terms of the particular strategies. Infi always a delight to watch and see. All right, Archer right there. You can see that Wisp was purposely used in order to get Lightning Shield down, and you're going to see Lightning Shield being used across multiple units here. The Warden going to go ahead and try and take down this Renegade Wizard, doing a great job of exactly that, trying to finish off unit after unit here. Let's take a look. Oh, purposely trying to back off now as the Footman. Is it going to be able to steal a bit of experience? No, it does not. The Warden comes in with a beautiful fan of knives and basically shuts down any attempt from that Footman to steal some of that experience. Mountain King, on the other hand, off over here, already sitting at level 1, soon to be level 2, as he may go for Thunderclap, but currently has a potion of invulnerability. Alright, Terranistan, a map where you have your own neck of the woods. You're able to creep out that side fairly fast, and just leaving a handful of units in the proper places, you should have a decent idea of where your opponent is. Short of him picking up a Goblin Zeppelin, which is available on this map, well, you should have a sense of where your opponent is or where they're going to be trying to go. There's only two bridges inside here, and then this middle landmass, which, the majority of the creeping for the mid game does go on. Wand of Lightning Shield going to go after that Forest Troll Shadow Priest in the middle. Meanwhile, Mountain King looking to take down this Forest Troll High Priest, take him down before he gets too much healing off on the remaining units, as the Militia will clear things up, and we should perhaps be looking at an expansion since we don't have, well, a tech to tier 2 as of yet. Thank you, Gary, for the subscription. Whoa, 6 months, wish I could do more. I really enjoy the casts. Well, you can always do more, but I'd rather all of my viewers do a little than one viewer doing a lot. But Gary, I do thank you for that sub. Coming back around, Arcane Tower is up. We are looking at, well, this front wall here going to be very difficult to get into, as we may be looking at the Mountain King. Oh, is going to be able to land a Stormbolt onto that Forest Troll Berserker. Damage already adding up right now. And where is he going to try to go? There it goes, as the Archer, well, that Stormbolt seems to last forever and a day. One more shot. There it goes. It gets taken down. Mountain King getting quite a bit of experience there. Meanwhile, Warden is already down on the other side of the map. Had a potion of invulnerability. Oh, going to go ahead and just Cloak of Shadows, or just a fan of knives right there, hide, and now try to finish off some of these remaining units. Let's take a look. Another low hit point peasant, but the Warden shouldn't be sticking around for this long. This is actually a very bad idea. I can't imagine what Colorful is trying to do here. Is he going to be able to get out of there? Scroll of Town Portal, but did he get enough kills? That is the big question. Meanwhile, Mountain King shows up to the party and says, you know what can I really do? All of a sudden, the Mountain King needs to get away, as well as the Warden could perhaps land a Shadow Strike and cause a bit of problems. We already have the expansion up and running by the human, and this is gonna definitely be a problem. We could perhaps see a blink or a drop to try and clear things up here, but well, the human already has an arcane tower, and short of investing into an additional anti-magic potion into the harass, which does increase the cost and commit you a little bit more, I can't see the Warden trying to harass any longer, at least not until the Warden hits level 5, and then it becomes much more beneficial to try and clear that up, as you can't get experience from the normal creeps on the map anyways. Stormbolt onto the Warden. Warden could have a big trouble right there. Is it going to Cloak of Shadows? Yes, it will. We should have a reveal right here. Are we going to have a reveal? No Goblin, nothing by the laboratory at all. Keep on forgetting the old Tyrannus stand. The Goblin Laboratory was right in the corner, but you can it's no longer easily as cleared out as you saw right there.
A player's forces are under attack.
Back off to the north, Mountain King going after the Rogue, and Rogue Wizard here gonna get a little bit of experience. Meanwhile, we are going into an Arcane Vault, and the tech to tier 2 should be started momentarily, as we're also getting up a Lumber Mill. Warden heading back off to the north here. Mountain King heading back off. Forest Troll Shadow Priest looks like it's going to get bolted in the back here in just a moment. Or is he going to try and use a bolt or just try to finish it off? Boots of Speed may actually be enough. Tries to heal, unable to do it as the Mountain King gets more experience again. Mountain King straight up inside the base right there. Stormbolt onto a Wisp. It was not able to build up anything important as the Mountain King now looking to back up once more. So far, Romantic is having a huge lead right now, 41 supply compared to 24. On top of that, he has an economic advantage, and he's also going to spot this Tree of Life here. Get some damage onto the Tree of Life while the getting is good. Fan of Knives falling short on a couple of those footmen, as the Mountain King wants to just force a cancellation and delay this expansion for as long as possible. Big Fan of Knives taking down one of those footmen, as the Mountain King sticks around to try and make sure that expansion doesn't get up, but at what cost? All right, death of 2 footmen, giving experience to the Warden, who's now sitting at level 3. A new expansion will just be set up here. Or was there not a cancellation? I thought there was, but if it wasn't canceled, a lot more gold was lost there. Now, as the tech to tier 2 is underway, we should be starting to look at, well, additional units out onto the field. Goblin Zeppelin picking up a Goblin Shredder and a Mountain King. Where is it going to go off to? That is a big question right there. Footmen also getting picked up. Perhaps they're going to try and disrupt any sort of expansion attempt as they, head back home. Goblin Shredder going to go ahead and get to work. Meanwhile, another scout tower being set up, perhaps in preparation for what will most likely be a level 6 Warden if the game goes long enough. We are now at Tree of Ages, going to Tree of Eternity. No ancient, no additional Ent, or no additional Tree of Life here for an expansion. And with this, it pretty much means that Colorful is committed to his next major attack. He needs to set up the attack. He needs to make sure he sets it up so that his opponent does not have the ability to just milk his expansion that much longer while trading efficiently. This Ancient of War is absorbing a large amount of damage. Meanwhile, the Warden is going to be sitting at level 4, trying to get to level 5, and then perhaps trying to shut down expansions to get to level 6. Vampiric Aura now on this Warden. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Mountain King once again dropping inside the base. Are we going to perhaps see a Stormbolt? No, Wisp just going to try to head back around every which way, as the Wisp are trying to play a game of whack-a-mole and healing quite a bit as well. All right, there you go. A little bit more damage coming back again, as we're seeing the Mountain King just dance around. Very nice stream, Scrota. Thank you for tuning in. Billy saw greetings to Serbia, as the Forest Troll Shadow Priest could be in trouble here. All right, Warden, Fan of Knives is going to be able to get off. Nope. Where is that Warden? there's that Warden now, but it is unable to attack that Zeppelin. It is going to be a Scroll of Town Portal to get away. Staff of Teleportation going to come across here, and it is going to teleport inside here. Big fan of knives as the Goblin Zeppelin arrives to the party. All right, big deal. Goblin Shredder is in that front line. Forest Roll Shadow Priest. Are we going to see another big fan of knives? Yes, we are. Multiple peasants taking large amounts of damage. Meanwhile, the Warden does constantly jump inside the Zeppelin. While inside the Zeppelin, jumps back down. It is currently dazed and dizzy. There's the fan of knives now getting up to level 5. That was huge, and huge indeed, as we're taking a look a little bit more damage on that Mountain King. Colorful able to even things up just a little bit by causing quite a bit of harassment. Warden is still under the daze effect, and yeah, that was using the Goblin Zeppelin to avoid the Arcane Tower to save mana on the Warden, while at the same time allowing for the cooldown on that Fan of Knives to go through. You saw that Goblin Zeppelin pick up, drop off, pick up, drop off. The blink from the Warden also very effective at just constantly slowing down the economy. Well, there it goes. Anti-magic shell once again. There is a Fan of Knives trying to go after one unit. Finishes off another. The Abolish Magic did go down, and mana is being lost. The Abolish Magic to remove that anti-magic potion effect. Goblin Tinker as a level 1 hero at this stage in the game. A little bit of a curious maneuver. We'll see what the long-term plans are here. Is Colorful going to perhaps just try and blink on in? Yes, there's another Fan of Knives as it goes after some of those peasants, going after those peasants one at a time. And now, well, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability isn't going to be able to teleport away. No, just trying to walk, already at 147. But the Mountain King with Boots of Speed is on a mission to try and run down that Warden. That Warden down to, well, that Warden having a little bit of a lead, but the Mountain King having those Boots of Speed should be able to catch up quite a bit of that distance. But, well, you hit a fork in the road and you don't know where that Warden went. Coming back down across here, Goblin Tinker finishing off this 5-4-4 creep camp with the help of an Ancient of War. He will get to level 2. Warden gonna, well, drop the Mantle of Intelligence, drink up from these Moonwells, and then pick it all back up. Most likely here, waiting for it. No, what's happening? There is the Mountain King also with a Blood Mage. And now with Dragonhawk Riders in the air, well, the Goblin Tinker doesn't seem as strong of a choice. Let's go ahead, pick things all back up, pick that all back up, ready to go. Anti-magic potion. It's going to be ready to rinse and repeat as the Warden shows up to the party. All right, pocket. The rockets causing quite a bit of problems. Are we going to see Fan of Knives? Is there an Orb of Venom? No Orb of Venom either, as the Dragonhawk Rider down to 123.97. Oh, Fan of Knives picks off that Dragonhawk Rider that was in the air. Mountain King going to make its way over across the other side. Goblin Tinker is at level 2. Warden sitting at level 5, very close to level 6, has the anti-magic potion. Its mission is once again use the anti-magic potion, get inside the gold mine line, and cause economic destruction. Gonna go ahead and there's the blink, there's a Fan of Knives, taking down a peasant or two, trying to finish them off, getting in that damage. There goes another, well, there goes another peasant right there. Oh, come on. There it goes, finally taking it down and then trying to blink away once more, going after all of the peasants that were gathering lumber as well. There's the Cloak of Shadow, or not Cloak of Shadows, just blinking back as the Warden once again walks around. Goblin Tinker sitting at level 2, could get to level 3. Warden could be in trouble. Stormbolt gonna dash around the other side. There was a blink, but it was dodged as the Warden may try and, well, pick up another anti-magic potion. Nope, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as the Goblin Tinker is clearing out a third creep camp to get to level 3. This is all really taking place off of one base by Colorful, and the fact that this is was working is quite a bit of a shock, as you now see a Thunderclap come across, causing problems, as we may see the Druid of the Claw getting taken down here. Siphon mana away, Thunderclap coming in. There is a stun again. Warden now gets up to level 6. Warden trying to shut down that Blood Mage as the Mountain King may be able to get a Stormbolt off onto that Warden there. All right, Dragonhawk Riders trying to fight back against a large number of wardens. The large number of dryads. Bears are all here as well. Units are trying to get back every which way as they are retreating back. Warden is in trouble. Mountain King, big thunderclap, finishing off more units again as the Goblin Tinker could be in trouble. No Staff of Preservation. Goblin Tinker going to get taken down. There it goes. 38 supply compared to 32. Colorful doing a valiant effort, but the economic advantage is starting to take hold. Now, what are the options for Colorful to get back into this game? He needs to use what he has going for him. This Warden who's at level 6, who's been causing so much harassment, and to be able to shut down the expansion. He has the hero level advantage even though his opponent has more heroes and a larger army. With that said, the larger army does also have more workers, so the overall supply is still very similar as we see a second base finally established after quite a bit of time. Once that entangled gold mine is up and running, we will be an economic equality, at least for a little while, as the Warden most likely going to anti-magic potion, blink, fan of knives, and now summon things up. All right, big damage coming across here, now taking down these towers. That is going to be a big deal indeed, as you see all of these peasants are now transforming into these spirit of vengeances. All right, big damage coming across here, trying to take down this arcane tower. Big damage indeed. Vengeance, however, taking a lot of damage right now, as it does take that bonus damage since it is a summon unit now going after that guard tower as well. Well, both guard towers are now down. Warden has done half of what it needs to do in order to stay alive, but without an Orb of Venom on the Warden, that does come as a shock to me. Why no Orb of Venom to try and attack these Dragonhawk Riders, make them a bit more scared as well? Alright, Warden is right there. Well, Vengeance now going to be backing up again. Ancient of War trying to clear up some additional creep camps. Wisp not even in that gold mine yet, not even transferred over. Not quite sure what's going on. 48 supply compared to 56. And this is only with one peasant off over here. Alright, Siphon Mana, the Blood Mage, gonna have plenty of mana for the Mountain King and that Paladin, the constantly Holy Light units. Dragonhawk Rider, 725. Animal War Training is already done, as the Warden looks to finish off this Enforcer creep camp off over here. Warden is going to accidentally come across the human army. It could do exactly that. Book of the Dead, Stormbolt. Oh, Blink dodges it in time, and using Blink very effectively to just shake off a level 2 Stormbolt, and will also stay up ahead on mana. Staff of Teleportation. Warden teleporting and regrouping with the rest of the army. Should be ready to go here in just a moment. Let's see what is going to be happening next. Thank you for the follow, as the Dryads going to be making their way back down. Mountain King, Siphon Mana, Dragonhawk Rider is going to go after the Tree of Life. Tree of Life needs to get some repairs in here. Dryads going to perhaps try and engage here. Nope, Staff of Preservation saves, and no Orb of Venom still. Stormbolt now onto that Goblin Tinker, but it is buying time for all of this mining still happening off over here, as the Dragonhawk Riders are looking to poke apart this Tree of Life. Blood Mage is here. Are we going to see a pocket, or are we going to see rockets right there? Rockets right there. Fan of Knives. Anti-Magic Shell once again going down, as the Warden could use the Book of the Dead should really be using it right now in order to start focusing down more units. There you go, another big Fan of Knives. Holy Light. Thunderclap doesn't work against many of the Dryads, but the Bears are now getting slowed up as well. Warden going to go ahead and throw down another Fan of Knives here. Holy Light trying to save more units. Warden still has plenty of mana. Is it going to be able to get off another big Fan of Knives? That is the question, as the Warden tries to get in front of all of these units. There goes another Fan of Knives there, and that damage is adding up just so quickly. Warden now down to 106 mana. Will it have enough gas? Blink, but oh, Fan of Knives finishes off some more units. Blood Mage down to 47 hit points. Is going to be able to finish off those units again. Stormbolt onto the Druid of the Claw, as the Dryads are now starting to pick apart here. Colorful may be able to have this, as the Blood Mage getting stunned temporarily. Down goes the Blood Mage. Dragonhawk Rider could get slowed up as well, and I still say Colorful should have definitely had an Orb of Venom quite a while ago. All right, let's take a look back at home. Is he going to try and use a Clarity Potion and then Staff of Teleportation back in? But no, that is enough for the game. A beautiful game, good execution by Colorful. Colorful correctly analyzed his situation, knew what he needed to do. He knew that he needed to put pressure on those expansions, make those expansions kind of cost him a bit too much to maintain. Get that level advantage for the win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.